Hey guys, what's up? MTG is back here with another video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about what is standard. I seem and look like and sound like I'm a piece of crap right now. That's because I'm pre-recording this, so I might not be sick when this is out, but I'm sick as of recording it. So, but I told myself I had to get it done. We have to keep going with Summer Madness. Has to go on. I'm dying, but it's fine. I do this for you guys. Yeah. So let's just hop right into this. What is standard? So standard is another main format of Magic. You usually have a 60 card deck. You can go over 60 cards, but the minimum is 60. Maximum is like until you can't shuffle it, so there pretty much is no maximum. If you're a new player, I suggest doing only 60 cards just because that's going to work better for your deck. And then so it's a 60 card deck. You can have, just like in the other kind of formats like Modern, if you saw that one, 4 copies of 1 card per deck. You can't have 5, but you can have 4 to 1 copy. Standard is, the rest of it's all the same. It's the regular mulligans, drawing. Everything else is just like regular Magic. You don't draw when you go first in standard, unlike Commander. However, you do, in fact, have a very strict limit of what cards you can use in standard. That's kind of like the whole point of it. So basically, you'll only use cards from the most recent sets. Like right now, I believe it goes all the way back to Dominaria. However, I forget when exactly, but Dominaria through Core 19 are all going to cycle out of Standard, and then it will be Core 2020, War of the Spark, and the Ravnica sets. So basically, the sets rotate out usually once a year, or sometimes once every year and a half. But so you kind of have like a select few sets that you can really work from. Other than that, those are the only cards you can use. You can use older versions of cards if they were reprinted. So let's say Shock. It's 1 red, deals 2 damage to target, to any target, and that was reprinted. It was first printed way back in the day, so you can use the older copy if you like the art better. That's basically what that means. Other than that, it's kind of how that works. So basically, it's just you have the most recent sets. That's what you can choose your cards from. Now, there are cards that are restricted or banned, so make sure you look up cards before you just throw them into a deck and call it a day. Standard usually it's pretty average, not too expensive, not too cheap. So I'd say you usually, when you make a standard deck, it can run from 100 to 300 depending on how competitive it is. There's definitely budget decks. Like I have a $50 white deck. It's pretty good deck actually. So there's definitely ways to build it cheaper. Other than that, everything else is the same. You usually play with 2 players. You can play up to 4, whatever, or higher, whatever you like. But if you play in a tournament or anything, you're probably doing 1-on-1. Everything else, yeah, it's just normal Magic, and you draw 7 cards in the beginning. You play through your game. If you don't know how to play Magic, go check out someone else's video. I don't currently have a video up of how to play Magic. If you hear my dog barking in the background, I'm sorry. It's probably the male. So that is pretty much it. But yeah, so go check out someone else's video if you don't know how to play Magic, and then this will all make sense. So yeah, that's pretty much going to do it with today's standards. Not too complicated. Just make sure you know what sets are in rotation. That's basically the major thing about it, is that sets come and go in it, like the most recent sets usually. So yeah, that's going to do it for today, guys. Make sure you look up when those sets are going to expire. It's sometime in the fall. I think it's October or September. That Dominaria, Ixalan, Rivals of Ixalan, Core 19, those are all going to cycle out. I think in September, but make sure you check that before I just guarantee it to you guys. So that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out, guys. Hope you're enjoying Summer Madness. See you.